What have we got this week on The Final FronTia?
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
How was your day?
Same as it always is, same as it always is.
Where did you grow up?
I need personal space, I need my personal space.
Verging on like circus freak energy.
And if you're lucky, you might get your own Fanny Schmeller moment.
Hello, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to my home.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I feel almost like I've sort of just arrived in heaven. It's got that sort of like, you know, when you sort of, in a film when you sort of die, you're not quite dead yet, you're in that sort of purgatory zone and you're just in the white light and then a sort of very warm voice, like seems like it's God talks to you, and I feel that that's it now, yeah.
Oh my God, most people say shower curtain.
Do they?
That is quite love.
Well, that
heaven.
is a damning indictment to the state of my shower curtain. That's how covered in mold. And I've actually got an anti-mold, not to brag this early in the podcast, but I've got an anti-mold shower curtain, guys. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know they existed.
They do. I'll send you a link, yeah.
Maybe
Most people
so.
say shower curtain when they
They
come
do.
in. Yeah,
Not-
I guess so. Now you said it.
Not like, not prime conversation, but I am going to bring this up. I recently moved and I have a weird shaped bath now that's like L-shaped.
Okay.
And they've got two doors, like shower doors. So if you're in the shower bit, you close both doors.
That seems
And
incredibly
then you can
impractical.
open one to make a full bath.
But so hang on a minute. If you want to get fully submerged, which I imagine you do when you have a bath, do you sort of have to position yourself into an L shape?
I mean, because the taps are at the sort of like
Because you're
L.
tall as it is.
Yeah, I don't really fit into baths.
and a
It's
bath, I mean, for me anyway, has long been pretty much the only thing that actually calms me down when I'm feeling very anxious or stressed.
Oh.
Any place I've ever had to move, I've always had to have a bath there. That's my number one thing. Forget outside space, forget sort of like a working cooker. It needs to have a bath.
Are you like sort of bubble bath, like petals, like that
Bubble
kind
bath
of...
petal, yeah. Bubble
God, I love
bath,
that.
petals, candles, anything to sort of enhance the experience.
Maybe a book?
Maybe a book. I tell you what I do listen to.
Okay.
I'll get in the bath and Desert Island Discs, the Radio 4 show.
Love her.
Love her.
Mm.
I will time getting into the bath as she says, the podcast version is shorter than the usual version due to rights reasons. In comes the music. Get into the bath, because then I feel like I'm sort of floating away into a desert island. And then there's nothing more calming than hearing someone's quite gently telling you the story of their life.
I love that.
So that's what I do. That's how I relax and unwind, yeah.
You created like backstory for like your desert island disc experience.
Yeah. It was meant to be sort of like a nice little sort of thing. That's quite a narcissistic thing I've done there. When I go on Desert Island Discs, I'll have the backstory.
No, I don't actually think it's narcissistic, because I feel like you're creating an environment where you can empathize with the person who's speaking about their life and then really immerse yourself in it.
Hey, we're not far, I don't think, from you having a Desert Island Discs at some point.
Have you decided what yours would be?
I've had a think. It changes a lot. I float between, well, because I'm in the bath.
Oh, nice.
I float between trying to do stuff that like has meaning and then trying to maybe sort of come across a little bit cool. It's a hard line to sort of go between, isn't it? Because ideally I'd be like, oh yeah, my first song that I bought was actually, I think I bought 2 CDs at the first time. So my first, there's 3 that's in mind. Usher's Confessions, Shaggy Wasn't Me, and The Darkness, I Believe in a Thing Called Love.
Iconic.
So those would be sort of in and around my early records, but then neither of them sort of like scream cool.
I don't think they need to scream cool. I think you've just got to go for like really speak from the heart on this one and be honest about it. Because I have thought about it as well. And I'm like, I would choose a David Bowie song.
Yep.
Because grew up with that, is my dad's favourite. And I feel like that's already enough energy of me coming across as a little bit pretentious. Like, love Bowie. It was actually the first concert I ever went to as a child was David Bowie.
It's such
True,
a good
but too much.
It's a good, just put one Bowie in and then the rest are Sugar Babes is what I would probably go with.
Correct.
That's
Truly.
probably what I'd go with, yeah.
Maybe Little Mix.
Maybe Little Mix. Maybe some Take That. I don't know. But yeah, that's sort of how I relax is Desert Island Discs and a warm. But what's your sort of go-to thing just to sort of switch off?
Bro, that's like a really difficult question because I have an anxiety disorder, so I never switch off.
GAD. Do you got GAD?
Richard Gadd. I panicked. No. What? What's Gadd?
He's not here.
Where is he?
Not here,
Baby
don't worry. Generalized anxiety disorder.
Oh, maybe.
When you're sort of just always quite anxious?
I don't actually know the specifics of it because I was quite anxious when being told that like anxiety was
it's quite an anxiety-inducing thing to hear,
yeah. Yeah, and then was like prescribed medication and then decided never, this has got very intense very quickly.
And I like it.
Decided never to take it because I was like, what if anxiety, you know, when people are like, it's my superpower. It isn't, it's a problem.
No, it's definitely not a superpower.
Yeah, but I was one of those people who was like, if I don't have anxiety, maybe I'll never get anything done. So never like medicated for it or did anything.
Of all the sort of big diagnoses beginning with A, ADHD, autism, I can see the superpower element. Anxiety, definitely just an Achilles heel. Definitely just a massive issue that stops me doing stuff all the time. Yeah.
For sure.
My big thing is planes.
Are you a fear of flying type?
Yes, and I believe that is the technical term.
What is it actually called?
I have no idea, but I really like the way you sort of teed it up. Sounded like you were going to absolutely nail like the correct sort of phobia term.
No.
Yeah, I don't like being stuck in places.
Okay, yeah.
So when I moved to London, didn't get on a tube. Did not get on a tube. I used to work in TV. I used to work on The Chase. I was a question intern.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You get to like
it
help
was my
with the actual
internship
question.
to try and work in TV, and it's good. You don't really learn anything about TV. You just learn about how to write a quiz question. Yeah. They sort of sit you down on the first day and they say, right, keep your head down, write your quiz questions, okay? And if you're lucky, you might get your own Fanny Schmeller moment. And you just think, oh God, that's the dream. That's a dream.
It really is
It really is the dream.
I would love, like, that is like actually a dream job because you really do just sort of like focus on one aspect of it.
And I was not like by any means cool in any way, but because I was the only question writer under 58, it was anything pop culture. It was like, oh, Jake, you'll cover that. You'll write that. Great. So like Golden Globes come out, Oscars come out. Oh, he'll write all the questions about that. Lovely. But it was filmed in Elstree. I lived in Lewisham and I would get 3.5 hours worth of buses to get there because I just didn't want to get on a tube because I'd just like panic.
Have you learned now?
I'm fine now. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm tubes, trains, not planes quite yet.
No.
But I want to get there. The plane, I went on a fear of flying course.
Okay.
Virgin fear of flying course.
Oh, sponsored.
Yes.
Love.
Yeah. Doesn't make you feel huge. It's sort of immediately emasculated as you go on there. Okay, virgins over here. And they sort of talk you through sort of like how the plane works, why it's safe. And I'm like,
Worse.
I'm fine. I'm sort of fine with that, I think.
Yeah.
It's the being trapped that I don't like. And then they say, so you're in this sort of conference room in a hotel like near Gatwick, and there's about 150 of them. And then they say, right, everyone, we've done the sort of theory part of the day. Everyone get up. We're off to the airport. And everyone's looking around like, what the fuck? They all know. They've all signed up to the course. They don't know this is happening. We go to the airport and then there's 150 people terrified of flying being marched to the airport with like a little, you know, like on school, like European school trip, it's like German exchange, there's like a little flag.
Or umbrella in the air
Umbrella
kind of vibes.
in the air,
Yeah.
through the airport with everyone sort of like marching along. And then we get on a plane. All these people have never been on planes or haven't been on a plane in 10 years are on a plane. And it's going to go sort of, I guess, sort of leave Gatwick, go around the Isle of Wight and come back. We take off. And as soon as we go up, the whole plane is just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And you see everyone's absolutely panicking. And we sort of like go round the Isle of Wight and everyone's like, oh my God, oh my God. Go the other way and everyone's like, oh my God, oh my God. The queue to the toilet was just the whole aisle. People banging, like, I need personal space. There was a guy in his 70s next to me who was sort of like, fine. And then 10 minutes in was just like going, this is the same as it always is. And all the chaos of it made me think, these guys are fucking nuts. I'm fine. So after that, I was just seeing all of them being so chaotic that made me think, do you know what? I'm fine. And I started getting short flights. I just need to sort of be able to now go up to my longer flights, I think, yeah.
I also sort of have a fear of flying, but I've conquered it by like forcing myself to fly more. But the one thing that I can't get over, because you were saying that they explained like the physics and all of that kind of thing. I, humble brag, was an RAF cadet, hold for applause.
Were you?
So I already understood all of that, but I can't get it like into my head. Like physics doesn't work in my brain. Love electricity. Do think it's magic.
Big fan
Love
of electricity,
planes,
yeah.
Also think kind of magic.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't, like you just go really quick with metal things and then it's in the air. Doesn't make any sense.
I think physics is the closest to magic we have in this life.
Truly.
I really do believe that. Because they say that a plane can, even if the engines go, you'll be fine because it will just glide because of the pressure and the air underneath. It doesn't make any sense at all.
For a bit, but look,
I mean, you're going down.
Yeah, I mean,
you are going down.
Not ideal, but it can happen.
Yeah, it hasn't helped recently that there's been. Have you noticed there's been like quite a lot of plane crashes?
There was a phase.
There's been quite a for what people love to tell you is the safest form of transport. There's been quite a lot of them in the last year, I'd say.
Yeah, I wonder if it's because this was the thing that I did not like that I found out, and I wonder if that's connected. Is that like some of these like Boeing 747 or whatever, made in like 300 BC. Like they're old. They like repurposed
300 BC is wild.
Listen, I'm not a mathematician, but like you go on like a Ryanair flight and it's like the leftovers from BA that they don't want anymore. Horrific.
The Ryanair ones I find really difficult. I always think I would actually be fine on a long haul flight style plane. I just don't need to go that far. The Ryanair flights, they're just so... I think it's just that you feel like you're in a little tin can. That's the thing that makes me claustrophobic. Like I can't get off, and there's nowhere to go and just walk, stretch your legs, get out. Like the few times I have in like the recent past, I've paid for the extra leg room, and it's a difference of this to like £12 extra. Oh, there we go. That's really lovely. For the audio listener, I've moved my feet 3 inches.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll get there.
I had a terrible experience. I am 6'5".
Wow.
And
that is brilliant, isn't it?
Well, 6'4" is probably brilliant. 6'5" is like verging on like circus freak energy. And it's all in the leg. So I had to get a long haul flight all the way to Australia. Got sort of like booked into whatever the step above economy is for like slightly more leg room. And then had to choose the seat. And I just assumed all the available seats were in that bracket of whatever ticket I paid for. So I chose the last one that had an aisle and moved myself there. Turns out I downgraded myself into like economy for the next like God knows how long of my life, cramped like this for 13 hours to Singapore. Truly awful experience.
For the audio listener, Tia was in the fetal position.
Yeah, as I often am with anxiety. It's a necessary position to be in.
Do you find yourself getting more emotional at high altitude?
Interesting. I've not really reflected on that. Why do you ask?
I think that I don't know. I think that it is a phenomenon, only from my own experience. I just remember on a long haul flight to India, watching Notting Hill, but just bursting out in tears, just saying, "Why won't you be together?" And I said it to myself as well. I was like
out loud?
Yeah, out loud.
Wow.
Yeah. I must have been like early 20s. I was nervous to fly there. It was my dad was getting engaged there. I was like, right, we've got to do this. I was a bit tipsy, like sort of maintained a tipsiness throughout the flight.
Smart.
But I've seen that film 8 times, but this time it just hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was just like, why can't you be together? I just think there is something about the altitude that brings out maybe a bit more emotion.
Is it the altitude, or is it the fact that you maintained a level of tipsy throughout
I think it was
flight?
maintaining that level of blood alcohol for 8 hours straight, potentially. Yeah, that might have been it.
Tipped you over the edge. I do relate to that, though, because I have this, like, it does not matter the genre of TV show or series. When it gets to the end of that, I will cry because it's over. And I don't know, like, what it is, but I just, like, I can't deal with, like, ending.
Anything.
Yeah, like the end of Buffy the Vampire Slayer when they, like, killed a lot of vampires in the Hellmouth and then ran away. Every time I watch it, I burst into tears because I'm like, oh, I'll never see her again.
Always scripted, or would you cry at the end of MasterChef The Professionals?
Weirdly, I didn't cry when Ginger Johnson won regular MasterChef, and I've never actually watched MasterChef The Professionals, so I can't guarantee.
It's great. It's got a lot less Greg Wallace in it as well, which is really, really great.
Always a plus. No, I don't, not like reality shows or anything like that, but when it's like a comedy or a drama or something. Like I cried. I recently watched Schitt's Creek for the first time. Didn't cry at the last episode. Cried at the penultimate one. Mm-hmm. Just like burst into tears because I'm like, oh, Stevie's getting a new motel. Like it's a lot for me.
I can't necessarily cry properly. I have dry eye syndrome.
Is that's a real syndrome?
It's just dry eyes, really. Yeah,
Okay.
Like I can cry, but I don't produce like tears properly. But I bawled. Spoiler alert if you've not seen it yet. 2025's live anniversary episode of EastEnders when Martin died.
Wow.
Martin died from what I believe was a made-up condition called crushed leg syndrome.
It's real.
No, it's not. It can't be real.
It's real. It's something to do with like the rush of like adrenaline, like something it triggers. It's real.
But the way it was set up was like the beam fell, it crushed his leg. They said, "Oh my God, it's crushed his leg." And they said, "What's wrong with him? He's got crushed leg syndrome." I thought, this can't be real. It was really real.
It's a real thing. If you get crushed at a certain point and they remove the crushing item, it can then just kill you.
Fair play. Shout out to the EastEnders researchers there. You've done an incredible job. I'm so sorry for everything I've said. That was a little taste of the power of EastEnders, I feel. I don't think we've had a moment where EastEnders has sort of like swept the public imagination like it did last year with the live anniversary episode. They had, did you see in like box parks, they like they would have the football sort of being shown. They had the live episode, 50th anniversary one there.
Wow.
And it was like whether it was a would they, won't they in terms of Stacey and Martin getting back together. And it was like the goal being scored with the World Cup final. They're going to kiss. Beer being flown everywhere. You've got to see it. It was so beautiful. And then he died from crushed leg syndrome. Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P.
Yeah. Are you an EastEnders fan?
So I used to be.
Okay.
And I was obsessed with the live episodes. In fact, this is a fun fact. My first time ever attempting any kind of drag was the Who Killed Lucy Beale live episode where I dressed as
period of time.
Hetty Bywater's Lucy Beale.
Yeah.
Which actually quite morbid because it was just a bad blonde wig and then I bloodstained a dress. Horrific behaviour from me. But I love the little mistakes that they make in those live episodes.
Love the little mistakes. The famous one is
How's Adam?
How's Adam is a brilliant one. How's Adam and the look of like shock and dread of what have I done. There was another one where I think Jack Branning, I think he sort of like Max Branning was meant to be sick when he saw Bradley fall off the roof of the Vic. And we saw on camera him putting his fingers down his throat to make himself sick. That was a pretty grim mistake.
Yeah, like a really bold move.
Yeah,
and quite
really
unnecessary.
Bold move. Also, was there not a fake sick sort of props department alternative method?
I think he didn't get like the cup of cold vegetable soup or something in time.
I see.
So
is that what it is? Vegetable soup?
Often, yeah. Tricks of the trade.
Yeah, I'm learning so much.
But definitely not putting your actual fingers down your throat to make yourself throw up. No. Would not recommend. I think that was the same episode where...
that just thinks of like a tactical sick out of Tiger. I've had too much. Done.
Again, a little tactical chunder would not recommend either. Terrible behaviour.
What were you drinking when you were sort of... Yeah, what was your sort of teenage in the park drink?
I think like they used to do like cans of like Strongbow with like blackcurrant Strongbow. It was that disgusting behaviour from me. What was yours? This is none of what I thought we were going to talk about today, but I love it.
I was excited. I was going to talk about all this different TV stuff, and I thought, and now I just think, fuck it, we're just spending time together. It's really lovely. Yeah. That is the hallmark of a wonderful podcast environment here, and that's all you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is all me. Fuck the producers.
I agree. James is typing something.
I remember me and my friend Greg, my best friend in the world, who I went to school with, and lived with until recently. We were like, we need to learn how to like beer. If we're going to be taken seriously as teenage boys trying to become men, we need to learn how to like beer. But we didn't like it. So we would sit in Greg's garage and we would share a can of his dad's Foster's as well. Like share a can of his dad's Foster's, being like, have a sip. Okay, now I have a sip. Like you need to try to learn to like it. Okay, you need to try power through. And we do that as like training, and then go into the kitchen and shot and be like, well, we need to learn how to do shots, because what if we want to do shots with a girl in a club one day and we can't? So we would practice with shots of undiluted orange squash, because we thought, right, that the undiluted orange squash will give us enough of a kick.
That's quite delicious.
It's quite delicious, yeah. But I thought, like, because it's undiluted, it'll have like a real kick on the back of the throat.
Did you really like act the role out with
God, hit me, another one.
Wow.
So that was sort of what I was doing, I suppose. I mean, I wasn't having sex for a long time. And then at university, there was like Frosty Jack's cider.
Love her.
Yeah. Frosty Jack's, White Ace, that sort of genre of 2-litre translucent plastic bottle of I mean, I don't know why they call it cider. It doesn't taste like cider. It tastes just like paint stripper, yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I feel like, firstly, I think everyone who likes beer and also everyone who likes wine is lying, because alcohol is disgusting. Like, I don't understand, like, having a glass of wine of an evening or like with a meal. I'll have a lovely Vimto. Like wine is gross.
Someone's saying like, do you want to have wine with the meal? A Sprite would be amazing, wouldn't it be? Like, it would elevate the meal endlessly.
Refreshing.
Yeah.
I just don't really get it. But when at uni I was like very bad at I just drank like an uncomfortable amount. And I think back, we used to have these 2 games. One was called Edward's Cider Hands, where you would tape 2 bottles of cider, like huge bottles of cider to your hands and couldn't take it off until you'd finished the whole bottle. Do not actually play this. It's disturbing behaviour. It's
disturbing. And also those bottles were big bottles as well. Yeah. And they were about sort of 20%, something crazy like that.
Well, I didn't like cider, so I played Amy Winehands.
Oh, I was wondering if that was going to come. Yeah.
And also like, at the time, you could get Sainsbury's Basic Table Rosé. Awful. Awful behaviour from me. Dreadful behaviour.
Who knew in the Venn diagram of Amy Winehouse and Edward Scissorhands, there was something in the middle that joined the 2, which was just a disgusting drinking game that you did?
Terrible drinking game.
Oh, my Christ.
Responsible for a lot of, like, really poor life choices, actually. Yeah, would not recommend.
Sure.
Where you said uni, where did you go to uni?
I went to Manchester, University of Manchester.
Love her.
Went to University of Manchester and then went to the University of Leeds. Mm-hmm. 2 very different experiences. Manchester, I don't know. I just look back and I think, you could have done something valuable.
What did you study?
I did law.
Can I just say both of my parents did law and met at the University of Manchester? Fun facts.
Wow, am I your dad?
Yes.
What? Address me as daddy for the rest of the afternoon. Thank you very much.
Shan't do that.
Shan't be doing that. Shan't be doing that. Yeah, went to University of Manchester. Just wasted my time there. Just wasted my time trying to pretend to like house music, I think is what I did. Like just spending money on tickets to nights. What night are you going to? You're going to that night? How's your night? Going to these nights which are put on by, I don't know, people who liked house music, I guess. Deep house.
They're always put on by the people who went to that university and didn't leave.
Stuck around.
And are now 30. Like it's weird that you're still doing this.
Yeah. And they sort of recruit, they sort of have a little pyramid scheme of recruiting people to sell tickets.
Yeah.
Reps. Yeah. So I'll just go to these and then go to people's afters and then be sort of destroyed for like the next 3 days. And I wonder why I developed that anxiety actually.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
After reflection, it makes a lot of sense.
I don't know. I thought I was surrounded by loads of mates. And then you look back and it's like, I don't think I knew that many people that well at all. Then went to Leeds, very different experience. Embraced my inner nerd, took it seriously. And I think Manchester was very fun. Very fun. I'd love to go and spend more time there now as an adult. But Leeds as a university was like, oh, okay, I feel like I'm a little bit of an academic almost. It was nice, yeah.
And I guess you were older, so you had the brain power. The whole concept of like being 17 years old or whatever and just like having to make full decisions about exactly what your life is going to be for the entire remainder of your life
100% agree.
Is insane.
100% agree. I do not it baffles me that everything that is my life now, a 16-year-old decided in part. Like we are giving the responsibility of someone's actual life to a 17 and 18-year-old who knows fuck all about anything.
I mean, even younger, really, because if you don't choose certain things for GCSE, you then can't choose them for A-level.
Yeah, totally.
Are they still called GCSEs and A-levels? No, they're numbers
we are
now.
old.
I didn't get numbers. I was letters.
I was letters as well. How old are you?
Old enough to know better. No, how old are you?
I'm 32 years old.
Okay, I'm 35. That's not too terrifying.
Sure. We're the same age.
No.
I think everyone between sort of like 30 and 42 is the same age.
You're still in the earlies bracket. I'm in the mids.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You're sort of like in the over 25s in sort of X Factor terms.
Isn't that horrific to reflect on?
Yeah.
At the time, they were old people.
Yeah.
But you just had to be over 25.
Now we sort of denounce Leonardo DiCaprio for like thinking that over 25 is too old. We all thought that at one point, and we thought it was okay.
Yeah, the difference is he is
fucking
50,
them. Yeah,
and we were like 8.
That's true.
There's a different power balance there. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in a place called Maidenhead.
Love.
Yeah, sort of classic suburb of London, and just was obsessed with London. So like wanted to be from London, but I think there's a whole sort of thing around the M25 of people who grew up basically wanting to say they were from London, but they really weren't.
Yeah.
And so the closest big town was Reading. So the big thing was student night on a Monday. Try and get into Secura or Purple Turtle. And then Wednesday night, there was a club called Smoky Joe's, which you try and get into and have £1.50 VKs, which were sort of like even cheaper WKDs.
It's a classic.
And I was one of like 3 Asian guys in the school. And I needed ID because my birthday's in July. So the only person who I could get ID off was this guy in the year above who wore these very thick-rimmed rectangular glasses. And he would lend me his ID, but the only person who had the same glasses were my mum's reading glasses. So I would get my mum's reading glasses, put them on, go to the club with this guy's ID and get in. There's something sort of great about the racism of this country. You've got to find something, haven't you? Which is that your average bouncer will think we all look the same. So in I went and then had a word of time. Yeah, where did you grow up?
Similar vibes, Essex.
Essex.
So like the London adjacent. We had a tube station though.
Oh, well,
so like my first like sneaking into places underage was like Q Bar in Leicester Square. Which I did with, and this is where our slight age gap comes in, which I did with a photocopy of my passport where I changed the dates on Microsoft Paint.
Wow.
Thank you.
Incredibly skilled to be able to do that.
Well, they thought that people didn't realise that you also have to change the number in the long bit underneath.
Oh, I see.
So as long as you did that bit,
oh my God, it's like fine. Catch Me If You Can.
It very
You were sort of like getting into the minutiae of like the checks and stuff.
Yeah.
I thought people talked about TV on this podcast.
Yeah, we're supposed to, but this is far more exciting.
This is way more better though, yeah. I think what's really strange is that you go out, you do whatever, and then you come back and think, oh yeah, I got away with it. Obviously I passed as a 19-year-old or 20-year-old. But there's no chance in hell that we did. It must have, that anyone who was allowing that to happen was complicit because you look, I mean, any 18-year-old now looks, in my mind, like fucking 12. It's so
4
obvious.
years old, yeah.
It's so obvious.
It is really obvious. And like, actually now you're saying it like deeply problematic.
Especially British kids as well. American kids, for some reason, in high school, maybe it's just the films that you see, they all look 40. But I feel like anyone, even like famous celebs' yearbook photos, you look at sort of like Snoop Dogg's Mark Wahlberg's yearbook photo, he looks 45 years old.
Completely.
Like fully broad-shouldered, like, hey, how you doing? I really enjoyed maths. Like, strange. Whereas British kids just look sort of like scrawny little Oliver Twist type characters, yeah.
I think maybe it's like frozen chips, like that gives that vibe.
Do you think it's the sort of frozen food that keeps you frozen in time, unable to grow? Yeah.
Yeah, like those potato smileys. I think school dinners probably have a lot to answer for.
Everything that we do just stunts our growth. It's potato smileys, the square pizzas, the square cake.
With the custard. Oh
my God.
You can order like school dinner cake. Well, I'm sure you can actually physically go to a shop, but I'm lazy. But on Uber Eats, there's this place that does like school dinner. Yeah, I get it all the time, even though I'm vegan and shouldn't. But it's really good. I'm really nostalgic.
Were you, I mean, we were old enough to have it's so delicious, but so bad for you, a turkey Twizzler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he really fucked up school for us.
Like I'm
talking about Jamie Oliver for the audio listeners.
He did, and I understand the principle, and it was like fierce that they added like a salad bar, but no one used it.
No one used a salad bar at a school.
High school, yeah.
Yeah. What a bizarre idea. I saw he's back. He's like, Jamie's Italian's coming back. We don't need it.
Slay.
We don't need it.
No.
Everything's closing down. No one can open a restaurant. Pubs are closing. Do you think Jamie Italian's what we need? We don't need it.
People can't like afford to breathe at the moment. So now's probably not the moment.
Now's not the time at all.
But I did hear you mention earlier that usually on this podcast we talk about TV.
Yeah, but this is not an episode. This is therapy.
Okay, fine. We'll stick to it. I was going to segue into. We also on this podcast like to play games.
Do we?
That I know nothing about. So over to James, or Jimmy, as I like to call you, to explain what we're playing today.
So today we're doing a pub quiz.
Oh, relevant.
Well, yes. Thank you for making me feel so at home with something I feel like so comfortable with. I'm pub quiz obsessive. Yeah, can't get enough. Everything I do in my life is pub quiz adjacent, basically.
I'm very much the same. I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Where's do you have a local one that you go to sort of semi-regularly?
No, so I used to host the pub quiz at the Two Brewers in Clapham.
Did you?
Yeah. And now I don't go to pub quizzes anymore because we're back at anxiety. My fear of failure is very high. So I'm like, everyone will laugh at me if I don't win. So
you have a fear of failure?
Crippling, yeah.
But your life is just a series of successes.
Thank you. I did recently win Celebrity Mastermind.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Wow. What was your special subject?
Doctor Who, the Christopher Eccleston incarnation.
Oh my God, wow. My jaw is on the floor. That is incredible.
Are
wow.
we playing as a team? Because I feel like this could be like the dream pub quiz team lineup right here.
Yeah.
Up to you. We were going to do it head to head, but we can do it as a team.
Oh, I can't wait for you to come on the pub quiz podcast. Very excited for that.
An actual dream.
Yeah.
Do you want to play as a team?
I'd love to play as a team.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're a pub quiz team because that's how pub quizzes work.
What we're going to try and do is we're going to try and beat James, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beat the chaser.
I've got the answers. So.
As in beat your quiz by nailing your quiz. Yeah.
Do we need a quiz? Do we need a quiz team name?
We should have one, shouldn't we?
Not one of there are a series of names for pub quizzes that after hosting one I can't stand.
The sort of celebrity rhyme of Christina Aguilera,
Quiz
Quizzy
Akabusi.
Rascal, Quiz Akabusi, hate them. Substituting quiz for jizz.
Quiz on my
Sick of it.
face,
Quiz on my face,
awful.
quiz on my back, quiz on my
Yep.
toes.
Never had quiz on my toes.
Do you know what?
Wait.
That's our team name.
Yeah.
Never had quiz on my toes.
I'll take it.
Your first question is, the Canary Islands are named after which animal?
Now, it's dogs, not birds.
Great.
Which you...
I had it. It was somewhere in the back of my head, but I don't know why it's dogs, not birds.
I just want to point out that even though we're on the same team, you breathed in and I said my knowledge first because I was like, I need to prove that I know it as well. Like, let me get back into like team sport.
You jumped in the air? I couldn't believe it.
That was actually quite scandalous for me.
That was amazing. It is something to do. Oh, do you know what? I don't know the reason behind it, but it definitely is dogs, isn't it?
I think it's Latin. Canis means dog. GCSE in Latin, thank you.
No, they did those. Wow.
Wild, dead language. Only relevant to this one question. I think that is why. Yeah.
That is correct, yeah. And actually, the bird, the canary, is named after the island.
Dogbird. Fierce.
Right. So, okay, cool. And it's the Latin thing.
Dogs are canine, which is canis, which is Canary Island.
Wow. Also, is there a theme for this, or is it just your favourite general knowledge?
I'm going to be honest, I read 3 Reddit threads and picked the best. So
that sounds good to me.
Oh, wow.
That sounds great.
You just said stuff. The theme is stuff.
Yeah, that's 2 more Reddit threads than I would have thought.
Okay, which is the longest month?
Interesting.
So, the little trick you can do to know which, do you know this trick? The tricks you can do to work out which months have longer and shorter days is you put your hands together with your sort of like fists clenched, and you go on the sort of nubs of your knuckles, and you go January, February. So January's a high knuckle, February's a dip. January, February, March, April, and all the dips are lower. All the dips are months with lower numbers. I don't really know this. This whole thing's got a lot kettier than I thought it would have done.
Very.
But so I know that it's going to be January or March, May, but they're all got 30. It's 31. So there's several with 31. So there must be one with even more than 31 in it.
I feel like there's got to be
some sort of astronomical thing going on here where the day's slightly longer.
I think every year is actually 365 and a quarter days. Like there's a little extra.
Yes, but they round it up. So they take all those quarter days and they pop them into February every 4 years.
Leap year.
But that wouldn't make February the longest month even on a leap year because it just has 29.
Something about the sun. It's got to be something about the sun.
Should we go with one of the summer months that has 31 days?
I was like, long nights feel like...
Oh,
but
yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
you might be onto something. This is the level of
Can I get the wording of your question one more time, please?
Which is the longest month?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, isn't it? There's
Cut and dry.
hidden meaning.
Cut and dry. There's no...
I didn't know if I was going to hear sort of like Laurel or Yanni or something in it. Okay. January, February, March. Let's go with the theory of long nights, and it's got 31 in it, January, and we're in January right now as we're recording.
My heart is saying December, but I think let's go Jan. Let's go Jan. I
don't know, but your heart is going with. I mean, it'd be.
My heart says a lot of things that aren't
Let's go.
right.
Let's go December.
No, because it's going to be January now, and I'm going to be so
Let's go
upset.
December.
Neither.
It's neither.
It's October.
Wow, straight in there with the answer.
Yeah, just not even close.
Was it like that on Mastermind? Or did he say, do you know what, you're struggling, let me help you out?
Well, I've got time to hit here. October's 31 plus an extra hour because the clocks go back.
Oh, that is a really good question. Well done.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
Which famous artist designed the Chupa Chups logo?
Interesting. Instant reaction.
Yeah.
Call me crazy, Andy Warhol.
It's not. I know this one.
Oh, you know it? Okay.
Yeah. It is Salvador Dali.
Wait.
Salvador Dali, and it's because it's got that sort of like melty. What's the artistic movement it's called? It's called surrealism, I think.
Gloopy.
Gloopy.
I think it's gloopy is the technical. I think that's
It's
the
got that
technical
like
term.
gloopy style that he's really famous for. Do you remember that? You know the one he did about the gloopy clocks?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It's like
Yeah.
that. It's Salvador Dali. Yes,
Wait, that's very cool.
it's very cool indeed.
How
isn't
did
it?
that even happen? I really hope.
Yeah, I guess he was just commissioned to do it. We want something that looks cool, I suppose. I mean, now you would just do it. Oh my God, I sound like such a boomer. Now, of course, you do it all online, of course, you know. It's
Everything's
all,
AI.
All those with AI or Microsoft Paint or something. But back then, you'd have to have real artists doing real art. So yeah, that was him. And he was, I think, an interesting character, maybe not the nicest guy. I think like him and Picasso, they're all like got a bit of a dark past.
Yeah.
Picasso, awful to women. Salvador Dali, there's a clip of him online coming onto a chat show. It's not funny. With an anteater on a lead as like his pet. And he just like chucks it on the chair. And it's like, what? Yeah, it's quite a strange sort of entrance. Imagine
Yeah.
going on Graham Norton with an anteater on the lead.
That's awful.
Yeah. But yeah, it's Dali.
Okay, I love that. I love
That
that.
is correct.
Yes.
Dumper, floater, and wipe are terms used in which sport?
I know what you're doing, and it's very funny.
Sounds poopy.
Dumper.
Do you know?
Floater, wipe. I do know this from, I've put this in a quiz myself in an effort to be humorous.
It feels like curling. That was not meant to be.
Now
That was
that's
not-
comedy.
That was not meant to be. I was deadly serious. Yeah.
So when you're curling, you might have a dumper, a wipe. I think it is. Oh my gosh! Now I am torn. Ooh, do you know what? I'm a bit worried now. I thought it was like water polo, and then I thought it might be volleyball.
What was the third one?
Wipe.
I think it's volleyball.
It is correct.
It is correct. Wow.
Love.
I don't remember us locking it in, but
No, but
okay.
we'll take it. I'm not going to lie. You're really carrying the team right now.
How many duffs are in the EastEnders theme?
Duff, 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 duh, 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 duh. Wait, does a duh, 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 duh count as a duff? Because that's not a full duff.
It does.
It does. Okay.
I make it 9.
Duh, 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 duh. Yeah, I'll make it 9 as well.
Okay,
It's 9.
Well done.
Yes.
Really nice.
we love
Because I
that.
actually lied. I counted 10, but I just. But I thought you seemed so confident with 9. I'm going to go with 9.
This is the Tia Coffee special question, special knowledge question.
I feel so special. Thank you.
David Tennant
Oh.
and Peter Davidson, the Fifth Doctor, are related in what way?
David Tennant is married to Peter Davidson's daughter. Interesting facts. So, David Tennant played the Doctor in Doctor Who, famously. There's an episode called The Doctor's Daughter where he gets a clone daughter. That person is Georgia Moffat, who is Peter Davidson, who has also played the Doctor's daughter. So she is a real-life Doctor's daughter, played a Doctor's daughter, and then married that man who was her on-screen father.
Wow.
If you say this is wrong, I'm leaving.
It's
That is
right.
next level knowledge. I'm so impressed.
Also a little stalkerish. These people don't know me,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
apparently I know a lot about their life.
You know a lot. I would say remove the little out of the stalkerish thing because it's just flat out stalkerish. But it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I'm going to go home immediately and watch your Mastermind episode.
I've got your last question.
No, I want way more questions.
Yeah, this is
question.
This is so
This is
fun.
a
I
good
cannot
time.
tell you. For two people who are obsessed with pub quizzes and two people who really want to show everyone that they're right about stuff, this is all we want.
You've
Well,
done very well, I will
yeah.
say.
You've done incredibly well. We've done very well.
I let us down with December, but
So far, you've got 5 out of 6, but if you get the last one wrong, none of it counts for anything.
You can't just invent rules.
I've just invented a rule.
The whole point, part of the reason we enjoy pub quizzes is structure.
Yeah, but otherwise there's no stakes at this point in the game.
My gosh, you've gone full like Demon Headmaster.
Love the Demon Headmaster.
Headmaster.
We should have Did you know, we'll come back to that. Did you know it had a reboot?
No, really?
They rebooted it.
Oh, I hope they didn't update the sort of like bad CGI'd eyes.
They did.
No.
But it was actually surprisingly recent. Like, recent enough that it was very weird that I watched the entire thing on iPlayer.
Nothing really surprises me about your knowledge and viewing habits now.
But I was like, this is so nostalgic. I need to see what happens in this new version of the Demon Headmaster. Totally worth it. Is a new headmaster.
I would happily watch. I mean, it doesn't have to be like an adult version, but I would watch new series of that, Bernard's Watch, and Queen's Nose. I think they're all brilliant programs.
Love Queen's Nose.
Love Queen's Nose.
Never got Bernard's Watch, though.
I would have liked him to have done more interesting things with. I mean, he was able to stop time.
Yeah.
And he would like do the hoovering before his mum got back.
Yeah, wild.
Oh no, I've not done the hoovering. My mum's gonna be fuming. Paused it, hoovered, done.
Whereas Harmony and Melody are getting like a boat full of unlimited like spaghetti with the Queen's Nose.
Melody. Oh, I love that you've name checked them. That's wonderful.
I think
That's so wonderful.
I've never had more of an experience that has made me really want to get an autism test than today. I'm like, wait. I think it's no
one ever talks about the Queen's Nose with such specificity as not being able to sort of ref harmony and melody. It's wonderful.
Love them. I think what is happening here is I'm stalling because I'm nervous about this final
I'm
question.
really, really worried. I don't want it to end.
What company makes the most number of tyres a year?
I am gay. I don't know anything.
I don't know either. I don't drive. I don't really use tyres. Michelin famously feel like car related.
Like, is it any kind, like all tyres for all vehicles?
Correct.
I have a really left field thought. I think maybe it's Lego and all of the little like cars and like little fun things and all the little tyres involved in all the Lego sets could be it.
That is the kind of out of the box thinking that we value here on the Final FronTia.
I'm going to go for it.
I think full pelt.
You're locking in?
I'm locking it in.
It's Lego.
It's Lego! Beautiful stuff.
Honestly.
And just for the audio listener, I've had a high five in the air for about 45 seconds.
Sorry.
That got left hanging there.
I thought it was very similar to like your football celebration you did earlier, so I couldn't understand that. We now have to do a pub quiz together because I have now met someone who can definitely do better than I can.
I loved every second of it.
It's great.
Well, there's two things I'd like you to do. One is to come on the pub quiz pod.
Mm-hmm.
That I run with a wonderful comedian called Liam Shaw.
Would love to.
We get special guests to come and answer real pub quizzes that have been sent in from random people who run pub quizzes.
Oh my God.
So they send them in from across the country and
That's
then we answer
a dream.
them. And then on the 14th of February, I run this thing called Not Another Quiz Night,
Mm-hmm.
which is a quiz that turns into a big comedy cabaret variety show.
Mm-hmm.
So every few questions something happens. We'll be asking a question, but the person who might ask it might be Cher, or the person who might ask the question might Cher.
Where?
Or it might be Prince William. They're basically my friends in various costumes doing various things. Lots of bonus games. It's like Bongo's Bingo, but if you've got a little bit of something about you. You know what I mean?
I love that.
You know what I mean?
No,
if you've got something going on upstairs. It's at the Clapham Grand. And it's on the 14th of Feb. And if you want to come, I'd love to have you.
Oh, and actually, can we bring a team, Jimmy?
Please bring a team.
We need to win though, otherwise it's embarrassing.
Basically, it's just a big night out. So come if you want to go for a date night, it's good. If you want to just go out with loads of mates, it's really good.
Is it like a Valentine's special
There'll
on
be
the 14th?
Valentine's stuff in it, but it's by no means going to be sort of like some sort of lovey-dovey date night. It's a big anarchic comedy show with a pub quiz running through the middle of it.
And fun. If you're single on Valentine's Day, pop along.
Yeah,
you could meet
absolutely.
someone.
Oh my God, you definitely will. We have had all sorts of things happen at that quiz. People have met and, turn up and find out. Turn up and find out. Yeah.
Love that. I'm definitely going to come. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the quiz, Jimmy. I've loved it.
I love that. And one day I'll ask you what TV shows you enjoy.
Well, I'm coming back on this, so I'll see you then.
Great.
Bye.